I really believe that God has healed my body through exercise. I'm about 2 miles into my run, and it's hot. It's gonna be one of the hottest days of the year so far. I think a high of 97, but at least it's still early enough that it's not quite 80 degrees outside, but it's close. It's humid, it's muggy. So I'm only going for about a little over an hour. I'm trying to get 8 miles in today, make it a longer run. So I try to keep my run at an easy pace, about zone 2. So that pace is about 9 to 10 minute miles. So reasoning being is because zone 2 is just great for building your aerobic capacity, great for overall cardiovascular health, great for recovery. And I just wanted to mention that I'm starting a little later than I would have wanted to today, but had some hangout time with Kimberly last night, and so I got to bed a little later than planned. But since it's my day off, I can sleep in a little bit more, and sleep is definitely crucial for recovery and giving you enough energy throughout the day. And I've noticed being mindful of getting more sleep, at least 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep, has been very good in keeping atrial fibrillation at bay. For those of you that don't know, that I was diagnosed with atrial fibrillation when I was 26, currently 38, probably better shape now than then. But I've noticed that being mindful of my sleep and my recovery, that the episodes are less frequent. And also supplementing with NMN. We could talk about that a little bit more later. But this run is just zone 2, and then I'm gonna try to do some Tabata sprints at the end to get my zone 5 work. All right. We're about 6 miles into the run now. My pace is significantly slowed down because it's hot, I'm sweating a lot, my heart rate is higher at a slower pace. So just be mindful of that when you're going out on hot runs. I did take some electrolytes beforehand, with just some coffee and a little bit of water. Just got done with my run. 8 miles, probably 77 minutes, average pace, like 9:30, 9:40. I had to drop my pace way down to about 10:45 just to keep my heart rate below 160 because of how much I'm sweating. If I were to guess, I think I lost about 5 pounds of water weight on that run. So we're gonna get in here, weigh myself, hydrate, eat something, and then get on with my day. All right, so it's after my run and I need to get some electrolytes in. So I'm gonna finish off the rest of this liquid IV. All right, so I did half before my run, and I'm gonna do the other half real quick just to get it in. Woo! Down the hatch. It's salty. And because that was an intense run, ooh, that's gross, I'm going to do a whole nother one throughout the day in this gallon of water and try to drink as much as I can. Actually, I think I'm gonna do 2. Feeling a little headachy after that run, so gotta replenish these electrolytes. Whew. I don't think I'm gonna have time to cook breakfast because I've got to mow the grass and I gotta get a haircut. So what I'm gonna do, only one of these left, is I'm going to drink a protein shake and eat an apple and mow the grass, get a shower, get my haircut. I try to get about 180 grams of protein throughout the day, preferably evenly spaced through 3 to 5 meals, depending on the day. But today looks like I gotta just drink a protein shake for breakfast. All right, protein shake. I'm just gonna do some vanilla protein powder that I got from Muscle Tech. Typically just get the cheapest protein powder I can find. It's not my favorite tasting, but it's all right. And then I'm just gonna mix this electrolyte water, since it's like lemon lime. So it's gonna be like a vanilla lemon lime drink. So see how it tastes. I've never done this before with this electrolyte blend. I've done like Gatorade. Do like an orange Gatorade with some vanilla protein powder, make it like a creamsicle. Pretty tasty. See how it goes. Not bad. Pretty good actually. All right, is that my apple? Gotta mow. All right, back at it. Meal number one, it's about 1 o'clock. The morning got away from me. I did have a protein shake and an apple after my run, but the morning just got away from me. So I'm eating 9 ounces of boneless skinless chicken thighs, 170 grams of green beans, and 120 grams of egg noodles and 4 meatballs with a little bit of marinara. And then I'm gonna have a Gala apple. Always have fruit, some sort of fruit on hand. It's nature's candy. And I've got some prepping my meals for the week. I'll show you here. Some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Those ones are done. I got some in the oven. But yeah, always keep protein on hand. And I've been going with thighs because I got sick and tired of chicken breast. Calories and macros, not too far off. Tastes so much better, so much more juicy. That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna eat this meal and get back to the rest of this day. All right, so got done with my meal, cleaning up the kitchen, and also working on some more protein just to have on hand. But yeah, so what I also like to have on hand is some lean ground beef. So we got some 97.3 grass-fed ground beef. Check that out there. So it's organic. You don't need to get the organic. It's only 40 cents more a pound for the 93.7 compared to the 90.10 non-organic or whatever at Aldi. So I just pay the extra because I feel like it tastes better and it's just better quality meat. I don't really think you're gonna die from eating regular beef. I get the regular beef if this isn't available at Aldi, and I eat that too. But I like to keep, sometimes I cook up around 3 pounds. I already had a serving of this last night, so I just have 2 pounds to cook up for the week. I eat that Monday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Tuesday night I typically make some grilled cheese or some pizzas because I'm at home, I have a little more time, I can cook something. And Friday night is our night typically to go out to eat, or we make some food at home like grilled cheese or pizzas or quesadillas or whatever. Keep it healthy that way. So I'm gonna fry these up and work on some other stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make some French toast too. So let's get out the pan, get that warm. The oven's still kind of hot, but we're gonna put it at about 400 for my French toast. We'll let that warm up there, and I'm gonna make some anabolic French toast or high protein, low calorie French toast. All right, so I just hit this aluminum foil pan with some nonstick, and I'm gonna get the bread ready. See, have some left. I had to get a frozen loaf out, 647 wheat, because that's what they had at BB's one of these days. If you would like to see a BB's haul live, I could record one of those. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see what I go and get at BB's. It's like a discount grocery shopping store. It's pretty awesome. These are only $1 a loaf. At Aldi, it's like $4.09 right now for a loaf. So save a ton of money by shopping discount grocery stores, freezing, buying a bunch in bulk, freezing them. Deep freezer. Get yourself a deep freezer. All right, so typically I do 12 slices of bread. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then frozen pieces. I'm just gonna grab another 4. My pan's getting nice and hot, so I'm gonna put the beef in there. 2, 3, 4, and since they were end pieces, I'm gonna add another piece in here just to equal it out. All right, pan's getting nice and hot. I'm gonna fry up some beef. Maybe, if I can get this thing open here. There we go. Maybe we'll get it out. That is the most trouble I've ever had with any of those packets of beef. All right, there's that on the pan. Come on. Yay, this one ripped a lot better. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. Comment below if you ever had trouble with those beef packs before. All right, so I literally just cook up a bunch of this stuff, have it in the fridge, weigh out about 8 ounces. When I'm making a meal to pack, take to work, pan nice and hot. Having one of these is pretty sweet. It definitely grinds it up really nicely. All right, seasonings: salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. I'm always very liberal with seasoning, especially with the salt, because when you're running, working out, sweating a lot, you need that salt. And if you're relatively lean, at a healthy body weight, the sodium really doesn't affect you. You actually need it. I know it helps me. I feel better when I get more sodium in than if I don't. All right, there's that. And now I'm gonna break this up in little itty bitty pieces. Get ready to soak with my egg white mixture. All right, evenly spaced there. I'll show you what we got. All right, so we got some ground beef cooking, and we've got our pan of bread getting ready for the egg white mixture. All right, my bowl for the egg whites, liquid egg whites. I just do the whole container for this whole pan. Stir this up. All right, vanilla and cinnamon. That's all you need. I used to throw some stevia or some sweetener in there, but I don't really do that anymore just because it's sweet enough whenever I add my sugar-free maple syrup or sugar-free pancake syrup, whatever you want to call it. Give that a whisk. And then we're gonna pour that all over the bread. I'll just show you what we're working with here. This is what my egg white mixture looks like. Literally just like that. I'm gonna pour it all over the bread. All soaked up. That's what it looks like before it goes in the oven. We're gonna put that in the oven. Actually, I'm gonna cover it first. Check this beef. Oh, it's getting nice and brown. Comment below in the comments. Tell me if you like your beef a little charred or not. I like it with a little crisp and a little char on it. I think it tastes better. Always cook your beef on a high heat. Now, especially ground beef, because we're not making burger patties or anything like that. I just cook it well, no pink, more well done. All right, pop her on in the oven. There we go. Hey Siri, start a 30-minute timer. In about 30 minutes, we'll come back, take off the covering, let it cook for another 30 minutes, and that's that. And our beef is about done. Matter of fact, it is done. All right, turn that off, let it sit and cool before we put it away in our prep containers. That's all that. All right, I just wanted to take a little break from this day's video and what I'm doing as far as taking you guys through a long run day and how I train and what I do just to stay healthy, stay fit. So, all right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a history and a background of why and how I came into just this lifestyle of health and fitness. When there was a time in my life where I was not healthy. There was a time in my life where I went through a period of I was, involved in substance abuse. I went through a period of PTSD and still kind of have that PTSD that comes back to me every once in a while, because when I was getting ready to go into high school, my biological father, was killed in a car accident. And that just sent me down, spiraling into a dark path of drugs, alcohol, bad relationships. I lost my faith. And, thank God that I'm still here today and that he literally rearranged my whole life and changed me and gave me a new outlook and perspective on life. And he really used just the avenue of health and fitness to help shape and discipline my life. And I can say that it's through God and his use of exercise that my life has changed. I'm currently a certified strength and conditioning specialist. I have a bachelor's in exercise science. My certification is through the NSCA, the National Strength and Conditioning Association. And also, I've been working as a physical therapy assistant for about 10 years now. I've been working in the same clinic. It's a sports medicine clinic. And I've gotten to help rehab athletes and get back to play and get back to sport and everything like that, and also general population and recreational athletes. So I've been in this field for over 10 years now. I graduated in 2013, and literally it was through getting injured, going back to work, getting injured,
while working full-time and going to school full-time as a business major. And I had to get physical therapy, and I was, interested in improving my health because of the years of abuse that I put my body through, as far as drugs and alcohol and partying and all that kind of stuff. I was a passenger in a vehicle where there was a car accident that took place, and luckily no life-altering injuries. I just have a separated AC joint from that car accident. Thank God that he spared my life. And there was, unfortunately, a friend of mine who was driving did not survive that car accident, and I've had to deal with trauma from that, and God has really helped me and given me peace through all that. And he has really helped me get into a lifestyle of just discipline and focus, and realizing that life is short and that we have to take advantage of every moment, and that through exercise we can live healthier, more productive, more disciplined lives, and lives that are able to then help others. And I feel like that is what we're here for. That is our sole purpose on this earth, is to, first of all, have a relationship with Jesus. And that relationship with Jesus changes us and helps us to become more of a giving person and helping others along the way. And I just hope that my story can help somebody out there and inspire you to find a relationship with Jesus, and inspire you to live a healthier life. So all that being said, I really believe that God has healed my body through exercise. And let me explain that. So I was diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, which is an irregular heart rhythm, and it happens whenever I sleep. The doctors don't know why I have it. They just say I have it. And they say that it can be genetics. I do have an uncle that has atrial fibrillation. My grandmother had atrial fibrillation, but she didn't know that she had it. I can feel it when it happens. Some people can feel it, some people can't. When I was 26, I started having symptoms. I had a cryoablation in 2015 where they go in and freeze the nerves, and that is supposed to help cure it and keep it at bay. About 2 years later, it started coming back in 2017. So I'm currently on an as-needed medication, so that if I go into AFib at night when I'm sleeping, I take it and it helps me get back into rhythm. So I'm just sharing all this to say that throughout this journey, I've been focusing and really trying to pay attention to my body and how I can prevent these episodes from happening. And ultimately, it comes down to trusting God and trusting the process, trusting in Him, and believing that He can work a miracle. I believe that He can work a miracle and deliver me completely and heal me completely of atrial fibrillation, just because I believe that God is a God of miracles. But I also believe God created and designed our bodies to heal ourselves. So it's through God that He has healed me. See, I was starting to have reoccurring episodes, and they were coming back, and they were happening more frequently. And I was pursuing health and fitness. I was doing cardio, lifting weights, eating healthy. Now I would, over the weekends, go out to eat and eat whatever I wanted and stuff like that. I've always kind of tried to maintain a healthy body weight throughout the process of just pursuing a healthy lifestyle. And I really believe that you can live by the 80-20 rule. And that's what I try to do, is 80% of the time, try to be disciplined, try to eat good, healthy, whole food choices, make good choices as far as eating and staying active. And then 20% of the time, enjoy life. Because what is life if we're not enjoying it? In the Bible it says, Paul says, I've learned how to abound and how to abase. So I've learned how to do with much and how to deal with little. So there are times that we feast and there's times that we fast. And I really feel like that there has to be a balance. And that balance, sometimes it's hard to find for some people. And I found that 80-20 is a really good place to live. 80% of the time, live a disciplined life. 20% of the time, enjoy life, have fun. Don't really worry about what you're eating. Find something that you like, enjoy it, go out with friends. Try not to be so stringent and strict on everything that you eat and what you have to do and stuff like that. All that being said, going back to AFib, there was a time where I started having heart palpitations after my workouts. And my heart rate wasn't going back down to normal baseline heart rate for over an hour. And I was wondering what was going on. I was just feeling lightheaded. I wasn't feeling fatigued, and I was getting more and more nighttime atrial fibrillation episodes. So I heard of a supplement called NMN, which is nicotinamide mononucleotide. And there are great studies out there, research studies showing that it improves cardiovascular function. There was a study that was done on elderly people over 60 that supplemented with NMN. It was a double-blind placebo study, control trial, and the people who supplemented with NMN improved their walking test scores significantly compared to the control group. And that, just all that being said, that shows that supplementation with NMN helps improve your cardiovascular capacity. And there were some other studies out there that showed improvement in mitochondrial function, overall mitochondrial density. And now, since then, I've started taking NMN, and it's probably been over a year and a half now that I've been taking it. And also, I started to mind and pay attention to my sleep and my recovery. Before, I was only getting 6 hours of sleep and trying to shoot for 6 hours of sleep. Now I'm trying to shoot for at least 7. If I can get 8, great. I would love to get 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes I get more, but try to shoot for at least 7. And ever since supplementing with NMN, really focusing on getting my cardio, my sleep, I've noticed a drastic change in the frequency of atrial fibrillation episodes. And I attribute that to God and how He's designed our bodies. Now, NMN is a natural occurring substance that you can get from eating cucumbers, but you would have to eat about 500 cucumbers in a day to be able to get the same amount that you can supplement with. And it's just interesting that they mention cucumbers a lot in the Bible. It was a couple of times. I could put the references up there, but in the Old Testament, they ate a bunch of cucumbers when they were in Egypt and all this kind of stuff. So cucumbers, it's just interesting that that's mentioned in the Bible. Cucumbers and leeks, look it up. I don't have to get into that right now. But now, is it the NMN? Is it the sleep? Is it a miracle? I believe it can be all of that, because I believe that God designed our bodies to exercise. He also puts significant importance to rest. It says in the Bible that God rested on the 7th day after He created the heavens and the earth. And that rest time on the 7th day, I think, is an indicator that we should at least be getting 7 hours of sleep, at least 7 hours of sleep, to let our bodies recover and rest. And there are a lot of studies that show that we recover mentally and physically through rest. And I know people know that, because whenever you are sleep deprived, you get more irritable, you feel lethargic, you don't feel as good, you can feel like you could get sick easier. There's an importance to rest, recovery, also hard work and proper nutrition. And all that combined is the way God designed us. So, all that to say, I know I kind of jumped around a lot there. He really led me to exercise, and that's why I'm here today, making this video, telling you and talking about the importance of getting your cardiovascular exercise, getting your weight training in, and taking care of your body through nutrition and sleep, so that you can live a more healthy, a better quality life all the way up into your 90s, to your 100s, whatever, because God in the Bible promises man 120 years. And let's face it, quality of life has gone down since life has become easier. We no longer have to work so hard to just get water or our food, or our jobs have become more sedentary, and we need to replace that hard work somehow. And we are to give our entire lives to God, dedicated for His service, because He saved us. He died on the cross. Jesus died on the cross for our sins. we are supposed to be good stewards of everything that God gives us. That includes our bodies. That includes our health. And to take an hour, anywhere from a half an hour to an hour and a half a day, to make sure that you are getting enough physical activity, 7 hours of sleep, and the rest we're using to help people, to help our families, to live productive, meaningful, good quality lives, glorifying God. I think it's our responsibility to just steward the bodies that God gave us. Now, we don't always have to be perfect. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't always do everything perfect. But I want to continue to be better and do better and be here for the next generation, for my children, to be healthy, to be able to play with my son, to be able to help those in need physically, financially, whatever that may be. And that is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. And all that to say, I'm here. We're going to continue to make more videos. I'm going to continue to make more videos on just what I do to stay healthy, to stay fit, to stay on track. I'm going to share my faith. I'm going to share my processes and everything with you, and the knowledge that I've learned through being an exercise scientist, reading studies, keeping up with my certifications. And I hope that I can inspire each and every one of you to live a more healthy life and to live a life full of faith, love, good quality, enjoyable lives. All that being said, just had a timer go off, and we need to check on the French toast casserole that I have in the oven. But I'm going to make a pitch here. We got some merch. So the AKM snapback trucker hat, AKM, always keep moving, always kingdom motivated, Aaron Colin's music. So let me know in the comments if you are interested in some hats, some shirts. I'm going to be working on getting some free exercise programs and fitness and nutrition programs available to the public. Let me know if you'll be interested in those things, and I can get those together and let you know where they're going to be then. But yeah, so that's a synopsis of my life and why I do what I do. Love you guys. All right, let's check this French toast. The French toast is done. I just pulled it out of the oven. See what we're working with here. Look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah. So I have that available in my fridge. I cut it up into 12 pieces. I'll eat anywhere from 2 to 4 pieces of that a day, along with some eggs or some turkey sausage or whatever. And it's just something nice to have on hand, super easy. It doesn't take long to make. The longest thing is in the oven, but you can do stuff while it's cooking. And yeah, just keep that on hand. If you need a recipe, hit me up in the comments. Yeah. So I am sitting down for my second meal of the day. I'm not counting the protein shake in the morning. And what we got here, see if you can see it, 3 grilled cheese, whole cucumber, and I'm probably gonna have another apple. So yeah, it's meal 2. And the little guy is playing around like crazy and making a mess. I want to show you that. All right, so I didn't actually get a chance to finish the video that I was working on the other day because, you know, life. After I had dinner, my grilled cheese and my cucumber, I went to youth group, helped participate in games and stuff with the youth there. I do teach like once a month at youth group, and this was not my time to teach. It was actually the week before. And so then after that, I came home, spent some time with my wife, ate my Ninja Creamy ice cream, and then tried to get to bed at a reasonable time. Try to get anywhere from 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. It's not always possible. Sometimes I get less, sometimes I get a little more, depending on the schedule and how things go. But yeah, so this was just a day of, you know, a long run day, training, eating, whatever I do to help keep me fit, help keep me healthy, keep me at a calorie deficit so I can stay at the level of leanness that I want to. And also, just disclaimer, like, just for healthy, you know, healthy body type or healthy body weight, sometimes BMI can be a little skewed. So I like to look at body fat percentage, and I can just show you a scale right here of healthy body fat percentage for men is from 10 to 20%, men ages, I think 21 and up or whatever, 10 to 20%, that's a healthy body fat range, keep you metabolically healthy, reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, any other metabolic issues. So you can use the visual concept. If you can start to visibly see your abdominal muscles, then you know you're in a healthy range. Also, for women, it's a little bit different. It's higher, around 25, I think it's 20 to 30% body fat, but I can throw that image up there as well. Yeah, so these are just some of the things that I do to keep myself healthy. Right now, my split currently is, I just switched it up. I was doing every other day, push-pull, legs, shoulders, arms. So chest, back, legs, shoulders, arms, every other day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. So yes, I'm pretty much lifting every other day and doing cardio every other day on my days that I'm not lifting. Not really taking a day off unless I'm feeling that I need it to recover. And that helps me hit each muscle group twice within 7 days. So that was my split. I just recently switched to a full body split where I'm doing full body Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because I'm trying to not be in the gym on the weekends, trying to stay home, or it's a little bit quicker if I go out for a run or if I walk on the treadmill at home while my son's taking a nap or whatever. So just to save time, and also just to eliminate driving to the gym, which isn't that far from me. It's only like 5 minutes. So that's my current split right now. Full body Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I could show you the different exercises that I do there. And then cardio, so run days, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. And if I need a day off, I'll take Sunday off, or I'll take Saturday off, or something like that. But yeah, that's my current split. That's what I do. And for as far as my training and my nutrition, you've seen some of my videos, but it's typically pretty consistent. Typically about the same thing. Whenever I go to work, I pretty much eat the same thing every day at work, just because it's easy, it's convenient, it's fast. I just cook up a bunch of chicken, I cook up a bunch of beef like I showed you in the video, and I just have that in the fridge. It's available, and I weigh out my serving size, either the night before or the morning that I'm getting ready to go to work. And steamer veggies all the way. Always put them steamer veggies, whatever it is, green beans, broccoli, just anything that's easy and convenient. As having a full-time job, being a dad, committed to relationships, committed to other things, get committed to church, sometimes, all these other fancy recipes, protein recipes, sometimes that stuff takes a lot of time, which if I have the time, I will do like something different to switch it up. Because you don't have to eat chicken and broccoli and beef and broccoli for every meal, for every day. There's so many wide varieties of foods that you can eat to help stick to your diet. Like, I started incorporating a cheat day with healthier versions of, like pita pizzas, or like I did in this video, like a pita pizza, some grilled cheese. So if I have time to cook that at home, I cook it, and it helps break up the monotony of just eating, lean protein, vegetables, whole grains, and all that kind of stuff. But you can make your favorite foods healthier. Now, yes, they're not going to taste as good, but in life, there's no solutions, only trade-offs. So sacrifice is a part of life, pain is a part of life, and it's got to be the right pain, obviously, especially when you're training. Make sure that you just do the hard things in life, and you will find reward in that. And I promise you, that. So yeah, that is kind of like a day in the life. Wasn't really anticipating doing something like that, but yeah, that's it. Once again, AKM, always kingdom motivated, always keep moving. AKM is so much more than just trying to inspire you to work out. AKM, always keep moving, means that life is going to be tough, but I don't want you to give up. And to have the principle and discipline of exercise in your life is going to help you in many other aspects of your life. And principle and discipline of maintaining a relationship with Jesus is going to help you in so many aspects of your life. Jesus loves you. He has a plan for you. He has a purpose for you. And to exercise discipline in maintaining a relationship with Him by reading the Bible, by praying, by setting aside a time that you're going to do that. And sometimes that time might be different every day, but you have to set a time. You have to look at your schedule. Okay, this is the time that works best for me to dedicate time to my physical health, time to my spiritual health, and then time for everybody else. Family, church, friends, and so on and so on. And that will carry on into the rest of your life. I promise you. I want to inspire you. That's what AKM is all about. I want to encourage and inspire you to be the healthiest version of yourself, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Once again, merch. Got merch. AKM, trucker, snapback, t-shirt, pump cover, whatever you want to call it. AKM, always keep me motivated, always keep moving. Aaron Colin's music. Yes, we're working on some more music coming your way at some point. So, yes, stay tuned for that. But as for now, I'm going to be delivering that fitness education for all of y'all. Okay. Love you guys. Once again, if you liked the video, please like it, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Share it to your mom, to your dad, to your aunts, to your uncles, to your cousins, to your brothers, to your friends, to your coworkers, to their coworkers. Share the video. All right. Love you guys. Peace.